Yo, what's up people, Tasaran here, and welcome to the Elder Scrolls Online MORROWInd with a warden, and I am bang into this. Now, if it is that time, I've just done the school run, the kids are home, so if you do hear them, I apologise, but, you know, kids will be kids. But we're going to crack on, but first, before I forget, we did pick up the waterlogged strongbox, which I was unable to open when we first got it because my inventory was completely full, and then I forgot all about it. But here it is. So let's see what we get. Fuck all. Right, lockpicks. We've already got 201, but never mind. Ooh, heirloom bow. Same damage as my restoration staff. But increases weapon and spell damage by 268 for 5 seconds, and our experience gained from kills is 5%. That's interesting. And we've also got finally we can get rid of our slave pants, which awards us no armor whatsoever. But this is going to give us an increase of 668 maximum magicka, and increases our experience gained from kills by 7%. That's just awesome. Just bang tidy that is. So we're going to put those on straight away. Flavour, he's starting to look a bit, well, like a high elf from an Elder Scrolls game, to be honest. These are now junk. And the heirloom bow. So we've equipped it, so we can no longer use our resto staff. I think bow's going to be stamina based. It's going to be it's not really for us. I mean, I'll probably try it. It is ranged, so I could perhaps use that when I'm level 15 as my secondary weapon. Don't know, see how it goes. Right, Overseer Shiralas.
This project has been nothing but one disaster after another. How am I expected to get this ziggurat built on time when things constantly go wrong? Don't mind me. I'm just having one of those days.
Great, well, we've got some good news for you. I need to borrow your blessing stone.
Our blessing stone? Do you know what happens if we give up our blessing stone? Well, neither do I, but I'm sure it won't put us back on schedule or end our string of disasters. I'm not one to disagree with the Archcanon, but that's a terrible idea.
Lord Vivec needs it, though, for a ritual.
Lord Vivec? Why didn't you say so? But I'll need your help before I can turn over the blessing stone. The passage that leads to the consecration chamber collapsed, trapping some of my workers. If you can clear the way, you can borrow the stone.
Yeah, okay, sounds like a plan.
I appreciate the help. Just remember that you're only borrowing the stone. It needs to be back in the consecration chamber before the next shift, or we'll never get this ziggurat constructed in time.
I mean, you'd have thought the name Blessing Stone would have sort of spoke to you, you know, told you essentially all you need to know about its properties, but I can't see how it's going to help with, you know, a bit of hard graft, blood, sweat and tears will get this built, not prayers. But hey ho. Right, so we need to rescue 2. Oh no. A lot of them were hurt. Don't know if any healing's going to do you any good. Nope. Okay, let's clear some debris.
Thank you. I'll go tell the Overseer what you did for me.
No worries, Flavour. It's just a shame it was just a bit of dust stopping you from moving that beam. We got another one around here. Is there anything to salvage? That's the big question. Nope. Okay, sorry about that. Let's get this one cleared. with the dust. Move that dust. Yeah, that's it. Lift straight off. Lovely jubbly. Right, retrieve the blessing stone.
Oh, thanks for saving me.
No worries. Oh. Must be in here somewhere. Okay, a little bit of time has passed. Interruptions are plenty, unfortunately, but let's crack on now. Is there a way up there that I've not seen? No. Okay, confused.com. What the shit is going on? How am I supposed to get that? There's no other way out there. It's always in the last place you look. Okay, wicked. So we don't have to tell her we found it or anything. We can head straight back. I think the other side was where we come from. So long, overseer. Let's get back to Tarvis. The quite angry old man. Okay, am I being particularly dense right now? Is it up here? No. Not that one. This one. Don't know why it's so particular. They all kind of go to the same place. Oh, that's the Mages Guild. Right. Okay. This keeps confusing the shit out of me, so we're going to have a word with this right now. Right now.
Welcome to the Guild Hall, Knowledge Seeker. What brings you here today?
What can you tell me about your little guild?
We're book hunters of a sort. We seek out new information, capture it in our libraries, and make copies for distribution across Tamriel. The guild doesn't care about battlefields or boundaries, just knowledge and the acquisition of new tomes.
Okay, so you're not affiliated with the Dominion?
We are neutral in the war between the three alliances. When we're on guild business, we kneel to no king or queen. That's why you'll see members of every race in our halls.
That sounds reasonable. Okay, I'm ready to join.
Excellent. You are now a student of the Mages Guild. Every book you find will now earn you reputation in the guild.
So I should have waited before I picked up that lore book, but no matter. Skill line gained. That's got to be nice. Don't want to go stealing stuff, but bookshelves, always a good idea to give them a read. But I'm sure I'll return at some point. But at least now when I'm getting the lore books, we're going to get reputation with the guild, and that's going to help us later on. Okay, so we still need to talk to, but he's no longer on the mini-map. I don't see him. Is he back at the palace, maybe? He is indeed. Right. So we got a bit of a trek. Let's use the old cow. I love my cow. Milk don't taste that great, but he's a hard worker. That's all I need. Greetings. I should really go to the stables, really, because I think there's the amounts you can actually train them or something.
Praise Vivec.
I've never actually done it. Here he is. Start player.
The Outlander returns. I understand there was trouble at the construction site, but you were able to save a few of the workers.
2.
Lord Vivec always draws the straightest arrow from the quiver. Praise the tribunal. Did you bring the blessing stone?
Yeah, here's the pebble. It's all yours. Start the ritual. Okay.
Hear the words of the warrior poet and reveal the source of Lord Vivec's distress. A clockwork mage. A Daedric cultist. Something interfered with the ritual, my lord. But we may have learned something. Excuse me while I compare the results to our previous research.
Okay, that's not good.
Between the cryptic warnings of the ancestor spirit and the unexpected result of the divination ritual, I fear there may be more astir than I imagined. We solved the greatest mysteries by accident, I suspect. I should write that down.
Something went wrong during the ritual. Did you learn what you had hoped?
We learn from every action we take. Failure or success, each result teaches us something, at least in the larger sense. To be more specific, no, not as much as I hoped.
But there were images in the ritual.
Images that suggest avenues to investigate, riddles to solve. Let me tell you a secret, Outlander. It concerns a living god, an energy that fades like daylight as dusk spreads across the land.
I don't understand.
Listen well, and speak not a word. My divine energy, it drains away. Whether from illness or foul malady, I know not. You must travel the land and seek answers on my behalf. But first, gratitude before service, as I have written. So thank you.
Okay, so we get Canon Staff of the Tribunal, decreases health enchantment, deals oblivion damage, and increases healing done. It doesn't say what type of staff it is.
The ritual confirmed my worst fears. Divine energy flows out of me for no reason that I can discern. I felt the power imbued within my blessing stone get wrenched away as soon as you added it to the ritual. I couldn't stop it.
You're losing divine energy. How exactly is that possible?
To quote my own words as the warrior poet, no lock exists that the determined thief cannot open. Follow the trail of my missing energy, and try to discover the identity of the enemy Lavul's ancestor warned us about.
You think an enemy is responsible for your energy loss?
Something drains my energy. Find Archcanon Tarvis in his office, and ask if he gleaned anything useful from the ritual. If not, I know his earlier research indicated new avenues to investigate. Go where he tells you, and learn what you can.
Okay, I'll go speak with Stroppy.
My divine energy diminishes with every passing moment, but the ritual confirmed my affliction is not natural. I regret that I could not reveal the full nature of these dire circumstances until your trustworthiness had been demonstrated.
I'm not sure he agrees with you, mate.
Yes. While Archcanon Tarvis has always been cautious about ideas and ideologies that didn't originate within the tribunal. And recently, that prudence has grown 1,000-fold. He's a faithful servant, however, despite his narrow-mindedness.
Okay, bye.
They always chide me about my flagrant displays of divinity. But so far, I am the only one of the living gods whose power is fading. Almalexia hoards her energy and has barricaded her temple against attack. As for Sotha Seal...
Okay. Okay, you've lured me in. What about Sotha Seal? Nothing, apparently. Okay, not going to tell me anything. Right. Moving on then. So one of our things can now be... I think it was dive, it said, that could now be morphed. I don't know if I actually got a skill point to use. No, we'll worry about that when I actually get a skill point. It's not going to be long. We're at 94%. You know, that will do. Yeah. Okay, don't do that again. There he is.
I performed that ritual countless times, and it never exploded in my face before. If I discover that you sabotaged the divination...
Oh, what?
No. I shouldn't take my failure out on you. It's not your fault that things are... difficult.
Yeah, he's man enough to admit when he's a little bit, you know, over. By difficult, you mean Lord Vivec's loss of power?
How do you know about... Lord Vivec told you? Of course he did. It's his prerogative, I suppose. You must swear to keep this secret, though. There would be panic in the streets if the people believed one of the tribunal was incapacitated.
Lord Vivec said you might need help investigating the source of the problem.
It's true. I'm much better at scholarly pursuits than field work. And the ritual wasn't a total failure. It confirmed 3 locations from my earlier studies. Bolmora, Aldrin, and Barrelzar's Tower. I need you to investigate each of these sites.
I'll remember 2 of them. Okay, I'll, yeah.
Haven't you left yet? The sites at Bolmora, Aldrin, and Barrelzar's Tower aren't going to investigate themselves.
Fair enough. Bye. Okay, excellent. So we've actually got some investigating and exploration to do, which is really what I'm into. God, I would be honest, I'm quite looking forward to getting out of the city. Alright, it's black on the minimap because we haven't cleared it yet. Fair enough. So, I have an idea if it doesn't cost us any money. And let's see, what's seed and need. Can't see. Here is, there's Balmora. I always thought that was more coast. I know there was. So there's one. So it looks like that first. So it gives us a few locations to unlock and explore on the way up. So let's say to... No, surely not. Surely not. I want to use the ways right. Taidanine. Wicked. The stars are in the sky. I think that's about all the time I've got for this one. Thanks an awful lot for watching. I do really appreciate it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you all in the next one.